This video demonstrates the control methods section in QbDVision using our new peptide sample project. This project is available in your sandbox environment for exploration. Click on the Control Method menu tab in your project to begin defining the control methods for your project. A control method is used to test a defined characteristic of a substance against established acceptance criteria for that characteristic. When you create a new project, the control method list will be empty. You will use the Add button to add the control methods which are appropriate for your drug substance or drug product. For this example, we have created a list of control methods to demonstrate the functionality of this section. The list has 4 columns summarizing the key properties of each control method. The ID column provides the unique, system-generated ID for each control method. The other columns list the names and status for each control method. Each column can be sorted in ascending order by clicking on the column header. The sort order can be changed from ascending to descending by clicking on the arrow icon in the column. Click on the status column to show the control methods by development status. The Manage column on the left shows 3 icons, one to view the selected record, one to edit, and one to archive. Items in the list that have been archived can be seen by checking the Show Archived box at the bottom of the list. To add a new control method, click the Add button to access the fields of the new control method record for editing. In the header, you will see a legend. Fields marked with 1 asterisk are required in order to save the record. Fields with 2 asterisks are required in order to propose the record for approval. If a field is not marked, it is not required to save or to propose for approval. Every control method has the same structure. The control method definition starts with describing the general properties of the control method. After the general properties, there are 2 sections, method development and references and standards. It is important to note that you will likely not know all of this information when you start your project. You should enter what you know and add to the record as you learn more over time. In the general section at the top, you provide a name, and then select a type using the drop-down box. Next, select the standard this control method conforms to. If it does not conform to any standard, then select non-standard. Next, provide a description of the control method. If you know the equipment used to perform the control method, add a description in the equipment field. Next, you can define the development activities for this control method. Start by selecting the supplier from the list. This list is drawn from the supplier database in QbDVision. Note that the supplier database functionality is described in a separate video. The status field allows you to define the state of development of the control method. If you click on the field name, we provide more information about the selections and their definitions in the drop-down box. Next, specify whether the control method is stability indicating. You can link to external references or directly upload source documents in support of the information you have entered. For each attachment created, you can specify which field of the acceptance criteria section it applies to. Click the Save icon to save the entry in the table. If you don't want this entry, you can click the Delete icon to remove it. Finally, you can add any references or standards that relate to your FQA in the last section. Control methods have similar functionality to all other records for electronic signature. For now, we will just save this draft and the record will switch to the view mode of the control method. The new version will appear in the version history list as version 0.1. You can return to edit mode for this record by clicking the Edit Last Draft button. That wraps up the basics of what you need to know about our control methods. If you have any questions or input on how we can make QbDVision work harder for you or your team, please let us know by using the feedback button.